Wonder why my car is stalling like that, but welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. So I have been thinking a lot lately, thinking for the past few weeks that I want to be more intentional with my videos. I just don't want to post my videos or get any type of video out there just to have out there, just to be consistent. So I want to be super intentional. So therefore, every video I put out, I want it to be thoughtful. I want it to be well put together, and I want you guys to take something from the video, either some knowledge, some inspiration, some aberration, something from the video. So therefore, I'm not just putting out a video. So I want to get back to at least putting out a video like 1 or twice a week, not just putting out one video every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, but I want to be super intentional. So therefore, I'm getting ready now to head to the grocery store because, guys, you know I always start my diet around March, and Monday is March the 3rd. So therefore, I need to get geared up. I need to get ready for this diet. It's no particular reason why I'm doing this diet. Well, yes it is. The summer is coming for one. Secondly, I want to train, to get back to running like daily, get back to mastering running, get back to really taking care of my body, because I have been bulking for at least, I would say, 6 to 7 months, and I'm currently weighing 230. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. I'm weighing 230, and this cut right here is going to be, I would say, me just basically getting back into running shape, me basically getting back to super lean, and just showing you guys that you can do it too, and just showing you guys if you keep your meal simple, you can achieve any goal, any body goal that you want. So therefore, let's get to Aldi. Just arriving to Aldi, but in this video, we're going to talk about my diet. But before we talk about my diet, I just want to say this: keep it simple, guys. Please keep it simple. Keep your diet simple. Don't always go out searching for variety. If you continue to search for variety, that diet will not last. You cannot sustain that type of diet when you're searching for variety. Keep it simple. If you really know me, everybody around something, well, my close friends, my close family, they know I have literally been eating the same thing for 5 years straight. You can do the same, but you don't have to eat the same thing 5 years straight. You can make something from Monday to Sunday and you stick to that. Don't go out looking for variety. Please don't go out looking for variety. Don't try to keep everything so extravagant. Keep it simple. Look at a peanut. So my question to you guys, if you guys have a Tesla, anybody own a Tesla, please drop it down below. Me and Elliot want to know, how long does it take a Tesla to fully charge? Because Elliot was saying if you have a Tesla, your electric bill is going to be super high. So please drop it down in the comments and let me and Elliot know. So I just arrived to Aldi, located here in Sumter, South Carolina. This right here, I'll usually do all my shopping. I don't really like to go to Walmart unless I have to get like rice cakes or something like that and tuna. But other than that, I'm always shopping at Aldi. I do all my shopping at Aldi. So March the 3rd is when I start my diet. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, my diet is strictly for running, looking better, and the summer is coming. So I'm going to show you guys my protein intake. I'm going to show you guys my carbs intake, and I'm also going to show you guys my fat intake. So let's walk into Aldi. Do you still consume a lot of bread?
It depends if I eat some PB&J sandwich.
I haven't had a PB&J sandwich in forever. And I normally don't get this bread from here. I always get my bread from Walmart. The sugar-free bread is a little bit thicker, and plus you can make like the anabolic French toast. So I'm gonna start back making that. I'm not gonna grab no bread from here simply because, what's the carbs on this? Even though my carbs gonna start like really high, I still don't like bread like this because it's not thick enough. Even though this bread right here is $2.99, and we also shopping on a budget. I'm gonna try to keep it under $100 if possible. But this right here is for the week. If I keep this under $100 for a week, yeah, I'll be good, because this economy is tough. But I'm waiting right now for the grocery. I don't want to get them in the camera because, some people don't like to be in the camera. So I'm just waiting. But my fruit of choice is usually raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. But to start off this diet, I want to use blackberries. Simply because if you do get strawberries, it's so voluminous, so therefore I like to get blackberries, so therefore I can keep my carbs a little bit low on the fruit, and also I can keep the sugar low as well. So I usually get 4 packs of blackberries. 4 packs of blackberries, and I usually eat my blackberries around 3 p.m. I take 1 pack of blackberries to work each time, and I think the grams on this is 170 grams, probably get you like 30 grams worth of carbs. And that's all my fruit just for the week. Literally all my fruit just for the week. A lot of people say probably get 1 or 2 different types of fruits a day, but I just like to do one fruit a day. So now we about to move on to the vegetables. So my first vegetable of choice, I used to love asparagus, but I only really use asparagus when I get deep into a cut. So since I'm not going deep into a cut, I'm going to stick with some broccoli. And these right here are Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts, so broccoli. This right here is broccoli. I usually get 2 of these, which these are currently $1.95. You can't beat that. $1.95 a big head of broccoli. So I get 2 of these, and I also grab a bag of spinach. A bag of spinach for my egg whites. And this right here is all light carbs, and I use these for my egg whites. Sometimes I want a salad or put volume in my food. I always chop up spinach because you can easily throw spinach in a pot. You can saute it and it'll shrink down. So always try to get your spinach in your diet. So therefore you get your volume, you can get your fiber, and you keep your bowel movements going. So make sure you pick up your spinach. Make sure you get your broccoli. You don't have to get broccoli just because I get broccoli. To be honest, I like all kinds of vegetables. I like the asparagus. I never really had Brussels sprouts, so I really don't eat that, but I eat the green beans. I eat like veggie because you need the veggie to keep your fiber going, to keep your bowel movement going, to keep your digestive system going. So therefore, make sure you get your veggies in. Next, we do have one more fruit that I love. It's apples, the Honeycrisp apples. It seems like those are the best apples ever, simply because they're a little bit sweeter. So therefore, I'm always getting Honeycrisp apples. I think I see some over there, and I also see some over here, but I'm just gonna pick out a bag, just like this, $2.49. But are these Honeycrisp? I don't know. Honeycrisp apples. The apples in Walmart look like they're on steroids because they pump the apples up so much. So I usually get 4 Honeycrisp apples. Like I said before, I take fruit to work every single day. Sometimes I take an apple, sometimes I take a pack of blackberries, but make sure you get your fruit in, guys. Fruit is so pivotal, but don't overindulge in fruit because of the sugar content, and therefore we all know sugar turning into fat. So make sure you be careful with the amount of fruit that you do consume. Bro, there's no egg whites. There's no egg whites. Nope. So with eggs, you know eggs is a great source of protein, great source of fat as well. So you get 5 grams of fat, I think 5 grams of protein. So I always eat 1 whole egg in the morning, and I will grab, we don't have no egg whites. I usually grab some egg whites simply because egg white is the best nutrient-dense protein supplement that you can get. So if you guys around the world, overseas, make sure you pick up your egg whites. So I usually get 6 ounces. Well, I usually use 6 ounces of egg white every single morning. So 6 ounces will give you 30 grams worth of protein. So make sure you get your egg whites. I'm so sorry that Aldi here don't have the egg whites, but make sure you pick up your egg whites. If you know me, if you really do know me, you know I haven't eaten the same thing for 5 years. Ground turkey, rice, broccoli, either green beans, either asparagus. I have been eating the same thing for 5 straight years. So this is the ground beef, what a ground turkey I usually get. I'm thinking I'm about to change over to chicken thighs. So this right here is going to be one of my main sources of protein. Make sure you keep your protein up. If you just now starting off, make sure you keep your protein 1 gram per body weight. So therefore, if you weigh 145 pounds, you need to be able to get in 145 grams worth of protein. So make sure you keep your protein up high. So I'm going to get 2 of these, and the nutritional facts on this would be 4 ounces will give you 21 grams worth of protein. But I'm really not going to do 4 ounces. I'm probably going to do at least 7 ounces. So make sure you get your protein. It don't have to be chicken thighs. It can be chicken breast. It can be ground turkey. It can be ground beef. Just make sure you get the protein that's good for your preference. A lot of people say, oh, you get chicken because I like chicken. No, it doesn't work like that. Make sure you get the protein that you need and the protein that you want. So therefore, I'm going with chicken thigh. Or man, this salmon high. And this salmon $10.99, $10.49, but it's a great source of protein. I really don't eat, fish like that, simply because fish can spike your cholesterol level. So therefore, I really don't eat it like that. But I definitely use salmon as a treat. I would say a treat. I usually eat it only on Wednesdays, but since this right here is a new diet and I'm getting older, So therefore, I'm probably gonna eat this probably once a month. I'm not gonna eat it every single week, probably once a month for a treat for myself, because I feel like if I'm putting in so much work with this diet, so much work with working out hard and just staying dialed in, I can treat myself to this. Usually I treat myself to cookies, which is gonna be hard for me. I'm shooting this video right now. It's Saturday, March the 1st, right? Saturday, March the 1st. And my last day is gonna be tomorrow for my cookies. So I'm just gonna let the cookies go for probably a month or two. I'm just gonna stick strictly to this diet because simply I wanna crush my goals on making these crazy runs, which I'm gonna make a video about that on the runs that I do have in mind that I wanna do. So therefore, I'm just gonna stay dialed in, but I don't wanna get off subject. So this right here is my salmon, and I usually, like I said, eat this on Wednesday, but I'm gonna do it once a month. And the nutritional fats on this is gonna be 13 grams worth of fat, 0 carbs, and 21 grams worth of protein. So I'm gonna strictly use this as a protein source. Even though it has a lot of fat, I can easily cut this down the middle and cut the fats in half. So it'll probably be around 6.5 grams worth of fat. So this right here is gonna be a treat for me. I want you guys to answer this question down in the comments. Are you a creamy type peanut butter lover, or what we have? Where's the crunchy? Where's the crunchy? Or you a crunchy type? Creamy, crunchy. I would say I'm probably a creamy type instead of over crunchy. What about you, Ellie? I usually do crunchy when I'm just, putting it in my yogurt and mixing it up. But when I use them rice cakes, I like to do creamy because a rice cake is already crunchy. But this right here is another, But this right here is another fat source. I'll say fat because you have 16 grams worth of fat, and you also have 8 grams worth of carbs and 7 proteins. So whatever macronutrient that you have higher than the other, this is what this is basically gonna be. So this right here is gonna be my fat source. Even though you're gonna get 7 grams worth of protein, which that is all good, but you have to know the fat adds up faster than the protein. So therefore this right here is going to be a fat source, and I use this every single day. I use 1 serving, so therefore I can get all the fat that I need. I don't want to overuse my fat because God, I'm tracking my macros. We all know calories in, calories out. I'm tracking my macros, so therefore I want to start dialed in. I want to start on the T, and as I get deeper into my, I don't want to say cut, once I get deeper into leaning down, then we're going to start adding more. Therefore, my body can continue to be regulated. My hormones can continue to be regulated. So therefore, I can still be optimum to be able to train. But this right here is going to be one of my fat source. Lightly salted, bro. I don't like these. Like, lightly salted is not my thing. My boss, he loves lightly salted things. This right here, guys love to pick at me about eating rice cake. Now this right here probably tastes just like styrofoam. So I don't mess with this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not mess with this. I usually use rice cakes as a filler carb when I'm hungry, and I use it as a snack. But I usually stick with chocolate, caramel, or apple. I don't do this right here. But if you guys do like this lightly salted rice cake, make sure you pick it up, but I'm not picking it up. So I usually grab 4 bags of these. 4 bags, so I like to stock up, so therefore I don't have to continue to come in here for rice cakes. But this right here is a no-go for me. And a lot of people love these chips right here, these veggie straws. So let's dive into these veggie straws, Elliot. So a lot of people feel like this right here is super healthy. Right or wrong, Elliot? A lot of people feel like these are super healthy. So we just gonna indulge in the nutritional facts of this, right? So about 7 servings per container is 7 grams worth of fats. That's 7 straws of it. Who in their right mind eating 7 straws? Nobody, correct? Nobody's eating 7 straws of these. So 7 straws is gonna give you 7 grams worth of fat. But if you eat 21 straws, what that gonna be? 21 grams worth of fat. Really? Bro, and 1 gram worth of protein. Man, don't get these. Don't use this as a snack. Don't feel like, oh, it's the healthy option. It's not that. This right here is not that. This right here is so manipulated because they have to process so much. It said 30% less fat. Just imagine, Elliot. Imagine if we can find a real bag with a real amount of fat. So be careful with these right here. And they also got sweet potato chips. I don't know how these are. There we go, Elliot. Another bad thing. 7 servings per container. So 7, you'll get 9 fat, Elliot. 9. So you eat 14, you get 18. Man, yeah. be careful. Don't, like, this right here for Army. Look at this junk said, Elliot. Non-GMO. This something Army will eat right here. This right here is for Army. But, oh, I eat organic. Man, just because it said organic doesn't mean the nutritional fats are the best.
So you gotta look at his body structure. You gotta look at who he is.
Good source of carbs. I hate when people say it's a good carb, it's a bad carb. I always feel like it's all about how much you indulge of those carbs. Because I can eat this right here, right? If I eat a lot of it, it's gonna spike my glycogen level, it's gonna spike my sugar, it's gonna do all the good stuff that a bad carb would do. But it's all about eating in moderation. I eat white potatoes, I eat golden potatoes, and I also eat sweet potatoes as well. So this right here is going to be another carb source for me, sweet potatoes. I also have to get some rice as well. A lot of people feel like rice is bad, it's a lot of starch, it's a lot of this, it's a lot of that. But like I said, it's all about moderation. So I'm going to grab some brown rice. I really prefer brown rice over white rice. There's nothing crazy about why I don't like white rice. I just prefer brown rice. Like you said potato, I said tomato. We have brown basmati rice right here. Brown basmati rice is going to give you 2 grams worth of fat, 38 carbs, and 4 grams worth of protein. It's an 18 servings per container, 1/4 of a cup, 50 grams dry. So I usually get one of these. I may do 2. I'm feeling a little bossy today. I may get 2, or let's go to this right here, enriched rice, long grain. Nah, we're gonna stick with the brown rice. We're gonna do the brown rice, and we're gonna do 2 of these. I eat rice with every single meal, and the rice I use about I use about, I would say, 170 grams worth of rice on my lunch break, and I also use another 170 gram-ish when I get home from the gym. So make sure, if you don't want to use rice, you can also use sweet potatoes. You can also, what else can you use that is really, really good for a carb source? You can use more potatoes. I always say, well, use what you are comfortable with. Like I said, always keep your diet simple. You can get rice, but you can cut down the servings of this rice, and you can use at least 50 grams worth of rice, even though it's going to be a little bit harder to sustain that. Or you can use just mixed vegetables, so therefore you get the volume, therefore you get your protein here, therefore you continue to feel full. Drink your water, people. Make sure you drink your water, but don't over drink your water because you'll dilute your electrolyte. But that's another topic for another video. Next, Armory organic oatmeal, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting right here the maple brown sugar. This right here is the best oatmeal that you can get. I love this. So usually on a typical morning, if I'm not going to eat my protein pancakes with this right here, some protein pancake mix, or I usually make my own protein pancakes right here with these oatmeal. But usually if I'm not feeling none of that, I will grab me 2 packs of this oatmeal right here, 1 scoop of protein in it, some peanut butter, and I'll sprinkle some cinnamon around it, and also I'll drop some strawberries in there as well. And this right here is my oatmeal. I love oatmeal. Well, I love maple and brown sugar. So 2 packs of this will give you 4 grams worth of fat, 66 carbs, and 8 grams worth of protein. But once you put protein powder in, it's gonna boost it up. So therefore, if you guys get some oatmeal, man, get some oatmeal. It'll help you stay full for a long period of time. It'll give you the fiber. It'll help your digestive system as well. And also, it'll keep the bowel movements going. So make sure you grab your box of oatmeal. I want to touch on something really quick. These protein bars, right? You see these protein bars. A lot of people feel like you can go to grocery stores and get great protein bars, which you can. But this right here is not a protein bar. This right here is a glorified candy bar. It's gonna taste good, so therefore you continue to eat it. So 1 bar is 11 grams worth of fat, 15 carbs, 10 protein. So if you have any type of food that's higher in protein, it's claiming to be a protein supplement, it's not. So this right here is 15 grams worth of carbs, guys. 15 and 10 protein. So therefore, this right here is a glorified candy bar. So make sure you be super, super careful with protein bars that you do decide, you know, to pick up. I see a lot of people eat this right here. I think this is a Kind bar. It seems like they're rebranding, or that's Elevation. It's Kind, right? It looked like Kind bar, but it's probably not. It's probably Elevation, but make sure you guys be super careful, you know, with that. So this right here is the last few items that I'm going to pick up from Aldi. Bagels, but I'm not going to get the mini bagels. I almost forgot. Then it dawned on me, I don't have my bagels. This right here is cinnamon raisins. The best bagels that you can get. Cinnamon raisin. And I'm also going to get protein wraps. I usually make like a small little piece on this. I usually put turkey pepperoni, some spinach, and throw it in the oven. But they don't have turkey pepperoni in here, so therefore I'm just going to get this wrap. I'm going to get these bagels as well. What else do they have up here? Whole wheat, flax, and oat bran. I'm not going to get that. But these right here is going to be my 2 items, my last and final items that I'm going to pick up. So this right here is everything that I'm getting from Aldi. Granted, it's a lot more things that I'm feeling like I'm missing. Next time I'm going to write a list, so therefore I don't forget things. So if I could show you guys what I have. So this right here is all my veggies. This right here is all my veggies. So we have broccoli, and we also have spinach. Broccoli and spinach right here. And I usually get pico de gallo, but I can't find any in here, so therefore I'm not going to get that right now. And right here we have some fruit. We have our blackberries right here. So we have 4 containers of blackberries. We also have 4 apples as well. We have peanut butter for fats. We have sweet potatoes as well. Oatmeal. So all this right here is going to be carb sources. Oatmeal, sweet potatoes as well. We have the protein wrap. We have our rice right here. We have our yogurt dairy products for prebiotic and probiotics. We have our protein source right here. We have more eggs for protein, more eggs for fat. We have the salmon right here. If I was in Walmart, I would have grabbed some more ground turkey. I only grabbed 2 containers of the chicken thighs, but with ground turkey, I always get at least 4 containers of ground turkey. So this right here is the majority of the things that I do have. Granted, like I said, I feel like I'm missing a few things. I'm missing my egg white. I usually grab 4 containers of egg whites, but they recently just ran out of egg white, so I can't get that. I usually get turkey meat. They didn't have the turkey meat that I really like, which I like. The deli style thin cut deli meat, which they don't have that as well. And then what's the other thing? Low fat, no fat cheese. You guys know I love my no fat cheese, and I usually get that. And I also get my ground beef, 97.3. And I love making burgers. And I usually get burger buns, but I don't think they have the burger buns that I want. So guys, the next time we're gonna do a Walmart grocery haul, so therefore you can see a whole plethora of everything I love to eat. Hopefully you guys really took something away from this video. Like I said, my macros is around 240 grams worth of protein, 350 to 400 grams worth of carbs, and 55 to 60 grams worth of fat. I'm going to keep my fiber intake up. I'm going to keep my water up, my electrolytes up. I'm going to keep all that good stuff up. And these macros right here is what I'm going to start with, but I'm not going to finish with. You guys know that. Like I said, I'm preparing for some amazing runs. I'm thinking about running to Manning, thinking about running to Camden, also thinking about doing, you know, a marathon. I want to do a high rocks. We have a lot of things in store, and like I was talking about in the car, I want to keep all my videos intentional. I just don't want to drop a video just to hit it on the channel. I want to be consistent, but I also want to be intentional. So I feel like if anybody out there inspiring YouTube, will make sure, even though you posting videos, make sure videos are intentional, make sure you know what you're talking about, and make sure what you are talking about, it can reach the audience. So therefore, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, smash that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one, on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah, that better there.
How's that?